Hello everyone, Stefan here. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys had a good weekend, and so we're back for a new week of pixel art. I'll stream 3 days as usual, and we'll see if we can make some new stuff. Last time we did finished on Friday this guy, the Xenomorph from Alien. and this time I was thinking of doing a movie from a guy from a movie from John Carpenter called Escape from New York, and it's a 1981 film from John Carpenter. He did quite a bunch of films started in the 70s, and then all the way through the 80s and even the 90s. I think his last one was close to 2000, the one on Mars, I think, Ghosts of Mars or something like this. But he really had the peak of his career was in the 80s, late 70s and early 80s. That's where he did some of his best stuff, like The Thing in 1982, Escape from New York was 81. He did the famous Halloween horror series. I think it was like 78 or something like this. And then I did some other films in the 80s that were really cool, like with Kurt Russell as well. Big Trouble in Little China, that was a really fun one. And what else? He did also They Live, and with the Roddy Piper, the WWE guy, at the time WWF. And what else? So also Prince of Darkness was really nice, really cool. I really like this one. He did, and I think he did also the one with the kids in the village. They all have powers because there was like a phenomenon in their village, and then all the kids born at the same time, and they have all those white hair and they have those powers. I can't remember. I think it's Village of the Damned or something like this, and it was a remake of a black and white movie. But I think John Carpenter is he's a really fun director. He was always doing stuff that was a bit crazy and fun, and sometimes pretty violent too. But he was, I think he was like Tarantino. He was very unapologetic about what he wanted to do. He didn't care, and I think that's something that I appreciate from a director, someone who's very genuine, and he really felt that way. Yeah, my favorite from him is The Thing, with also Kurt Russell. Ended up being in 4 of his movies actually, because Escape from New York had a sequel, Escape from LA, which was really not good. Wasn't very well received, but this one was actually well received. So it was released in 81, and ended up making quite a bit of money. It was a critical success too. But he had some trouble. He wanted to make this movie for quite a while before that, but he had no name, and no one knew him. So the script was a little too crazy for the studios to get some money behind it. But eventually, since he had a big success with Halloween, then it was easier for him to do Escape from New York. And so in that film, this guy, New Yorker, has become a big sort of a giant prison, the whole Manhattan Island, and the plane of the president crashes into the island, and they send this guy, some kind of mercenary, ex-con, and they send him to try and recover the president. Yeah, Donald Pleasence was the president in this movie. He was also in Halloween. He was playing the role of the psychiatrist of Mike Myers, and also Lee Van Cleef was in one of his last. I don't know if it wasn't his last movie, Lee Van Cleef, when he did Escape from New York, and it's interesting because it's supposed to be in the future where crime is rampant, and so they have so many criminals, they need to put them all onto the Manhattan Island. But at the time, it was in '81, and the future where crime is society has collapsed. It's supposed to be in '97, so it would be already 21 years ago. So I've never figured why they don't put the films way more into the future. Because we always end up catching back on those and realizing that none of what we had predicted really happened. So I'm gonna try and make this guy. I did a small version of him back then. Where is he? Let's see. Over there. So I did one with the tank top, the black tank top there, the black t-shirt, and the one with the jacket. But I think I will make him with the t-shirt because it's probably more iconic than the vest. He doesn't wear the vest that much in the film, just only in the beginning, I think. But then as soon as he gets to on Manhattan, he takes it off, and he's wearing that all throughout. So those are pretty good reference. They're from the Sideshow toy, but it's good enough for me. Sometimes it's easier to find a toy than an actual shot from the movie, because there's always it's always hard to get a full head-to-toe picture. But for toys, it's actually pretty good and pretty easy to find, and I have enough detail there to figure what's going on. So those are really well done, so they can be sure that they're pretty accurate to the film. So I'm probably not gonna take this guy, and because I have enough other characters at a big size that I can probably start from. Let's see. So I wonder. I feel like maybe so the pose I still like to have a sort of a cool, a bit of a where is he? Yeah, this sort of kind of relaxed attitude, maybe the hand on the on the hip like this, or something like that, holding the gun, but maybe not in that position though. So just a cool pose, not necessarily an action pose, more like just a simple kind of badass pose. We'll try. So I wonder, I think there's probably quite a few guys that I've done that I can probably start from. I feel like let's see. I've got him, but I don't know if I want to have the legs that spread out. I don't think it's very necessarily good for him. Something a bit more relaxed. So I think it could start from him. He's kind of he's actually quite similar. He's got the same. I think he's gonna. I want to make him with an attitude that will probably be close to that. So we could probably take Max and go from there. Let's see. So characters. So let's take Max and go from there. So yeah, something like this. Maybe the hand on the gun or something like that. Move this over. So in that case, it'll be pretty easy since we're gonna have no sleeves. Try to get the basics first, basic pose. It's convenient because it already has the holster and everything, so I don't want them to look exactly the same, but it'll give me a good head start. He's got similar he's got two of them, a smaller one on this side where he has the this gun, and this one is in the this on this side. This is a bit bigger. So pants, for now I'm gonna take some kind of gray, and then We'll do the camel later. Try maybe to try and maybe change the legs a little bit so they're not too similar to Max. Might as well try do something a bit different. Want to go too high. Yeah, I'll try to get the it's kind of nice the belt sitting quite low. Something like that. I think I'm gonna have to, because this was a leather jacket, so it's a bit more wide, and just have to adjust the size a little bit so it doesn't feel too big. So for now, no rendering or anything, just a basic shape. Try to get a bit of muscles, but so he trained quite a bit for this film. Kurt Russell, he was in shape for this film, so try to get some of that. Not too crazy, but So what I want to do with this arm, to find something interesting. It would hold a gun, but let's see. Very quickly, quite long, just to get an idea. It's not a good. It's not a good pose. Maybe more at an angle. Break the wrist a little bit. Maybe the arm more outside. Let's see. That's not too bad. Seems like arms are very long for some reason. And legs are too short. So it was a bit of a challenge to do the body, so it's not the torso has to have an interesting shape. So second holster would be lower, because the belt is sitting quite low, so we'll try and get that somewhere there. And it's smaller as well. And then he would have his hand on the gun, something like this, to be a bit shiny. Like that. Still quite rough, but we'll get there, hopefully. sure how far exactly how this would work. I'd like to maybe define a little bit some the structure of the arm a little bit. Let's see if we can do that. Oops. For now, see what I did with compare with Rambo. Rambo is pretty big. He has very big arms, so that's probably all right. Let's see. Let's compare them. Yeah, I think that probably makes sense. He's not as big, but he could hold his ground. You know, he's not. It's probably all right. Just gonna define just a little bit of lighting there, just in order to get a bit of form to the body. Something like this. Flip him again. always good to get an idea of how things look. He's got two things. He's got this this sort of watch there that was that they gave him because he has a time limit to find the president, something like 24 hours or something like this, and so he has to wear this in order to know how much time he has left. Try to suggest it. Like this. And then on this side he has, I don't remember what it is, but I think it's some sort of way for them to track him so he doesn't run away or something like this. Where's that thing? That's that's this thing. I think that's for him so he doesn't run away, I think. Don't remember exactly what was this thing. But we'll try to have it too. So Kurt Russell, he had like fairly long hair. It's the 80s. So I have to try and get this. And he's got the eye patch. Not easy to hold on. I think just I'm gonna have the right position. I have to suggest maybe head is slightly turned on one side, so maybe more hair on one side than the other. I don't know. Sure about this hair yet, but trying to get this stubble. Would be nice. No. And if his head looks a little bigger, I don't know. See, compared to someone else, because with the hair and everything, looks like I've extended the head maybe a bit too much. Yeah, the head is a bit too big, I think. It got 1 row of pixel too much. I think. I don't know actually. No, it seems like it's about the same. For some reason, it's a bit bigger. Surprised. Yeah, actually, there's the hair there, so that's why. So I think, yeah, it's a bit, yeah, a bit too wide. Let's try and see if we can do something about that. Don't want the head to look silly. It's a bit tricky. It seems a better width for the head. Okay, now let's see. I think he's all right. See his size compared to Mad Max. Yeah, maybe 1 pixel higher, but that's fine. Yeah, it's a bit more buff, but it's okay. Snake Plissken, the character. It's funny because if you guys know, probably if you're gamers, you know Hideo Kojima, who did Metal Gear Solid, and he said that Solid Snake, the character, is actually inspired from Snake Plissken. That's when he saw Escape from New York. He was inspired by this character. He said that to him that felt like the perfect idea of the hero, the American hero. You know, smokes cigars and looks like a bit of a cowboy, and he's he's a man of a few words, and doesn't take crap from anyone, and he's kind of rebellious, and there's a lot of things that he actually liked a lot in that character, and he said that it inspired him, the character of Solid Snake, and actually yeah, Solid Snake has a lot to very, very similar. Let's get those little sort of zippers here. This is very iconic, that character, so we need that. Let me go all the way. Let's see. Oh, there's a little bit of a space at the end, so like that. There's always a bit of a bad angle there. We'll get to live with it. Not much detail, not really nothing going on there. Bit of a shame. So we can suggest just a bit of lighting, but not much. Maybe some abs or something. Let me see something real quick. I'll try to suggest the side of the body there. Trying to get just a bit of structure in this thing. This is just a bit of some folds and something, you know. Make sure the center of the body is properly centered around here. So there's a bit more side of the body on this side. Flip him again. Okay. If I can. Belt. Second holster. Smaller, this one. So we're gonna pretend that he holds the gun like this. This one. This one is some sort of looks like a Uzi. Looks like a Uzi that on which he put a scope and some sort of suppressor or a silencer, which is really weird. I mean, I'm not a gun expert at all, but that seems such an odd combination of things that don't seem to go with each other too much. But I don't know. Is that something they do? I don't know. Like a scope, especially the scope, I don't really understand. I guess they just wanted something that looked a little fancy and sci-fi. So they figured they might as well put a scope on it. That seems a bit weird. Don't know if I can show the scope pretty well. Might be a bit tricky there. Let's try and do the weapon first, basic, and only too long either, but it was tricky to find the proper angle for guns and things like this. They tend to be very very jagged because of the contrast and the weird angle. here I don't want this to get mixed up with the... rather not have this too mixed up there. So we will do a more straight. I don't know. It's kind of a tricky one there. Yes, this could be the scope. A bit big. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do make the legs now a bit better. Let's get those sort of knee pads. I think I want to I think his busts seem a bit too long. Make sure legs don't feel too short either. A bit taller than Max. Tony Montana was short but on purpose. compared to Indiana Jones. Waistline seems about right. Yeah, I think that's alright. Oh, I just realized they're all gray and black people recently. No color. But no, we're gonna try and put a bit of color in there. This sort of tan there. And this is hard to say exactly what color, but try to find a basic color for the pants. It's actually quite gray, quite yeah. There's no beige in this. This is the lighting actually, so it's more neutral, I think. So just that. Now we'll see that this looks some kind of green and a dark green. So I think I still can just put just a bit of green in there, like this. Then try to find the right color there. I want too much contrast because otherwise it might be a bit overwhelming and look too big. So there are basically sort of stripes already. But I have to keep this simpler than what it is. Keep the complexity down. If I should try to get those pockets first, actually. Is there a way to suggest this? Let's see what we can do. had some somewhere on another that I did already. And those on the side. Might become confusing. Not sure if we can get all that, but actually maybe I'll do the same thing here. So just a bucket that's like on the side, because with the lines and everything, it's complicated. It's tricky. I don't know. It's gonna get too complicated. Kurt Russell wasn't well known when he made the movie, and the producers, they wanted to have Charles Bronson in the role, but John Carpenter, he wasn't too a fan of the idea, because he thought that Bronson was already too old to take that part. And also they had, for some reason, Tommy Lee Jones in mind, which is kind of a surprising idea. gonna suggest a camo, but I also want to convey what kind of pants this is, so I have to sort of play a little bit different things at the same time. Carpenter, he made a really incredible film that is probably less known than this one. It's called Assault on Precinct 13, and it's really crazy. It's the story of it's a very short movie, maybe an hour and a half or even less, and it takes place during one night, and there's a precinct that is about to close. It's their last. I think they're going to be relocated somewhere else, and it's their last night. They assume nothing's going to happen, but then they get the transfer from a prisoner, and then at the same time there is this weird gang that kills a little girl and chases the father across the city, and he tries to hide into that precinct, and then they lay siege, like an army of guys, of gang members. They lay siege to that precinct all night. It's a crazy movie. It's a very feels like one of those urban jungle movies that they did back in the 70s, like Walter Hill, The Warriors. Kind of is similar to that. It's really incredible. It's really well done. It's called Assault on Precinct 13, and there's a really cool character in there. The guy who's transferred, the prisoner, he's called the character is called Napoleon Wilson, and this actor, that's the only really well-known part that he had in his life, and he still nowadays remembered for that part. He was very cool, very kind of lots of very nice dry humor about him. In the beginning, you think that he's in for himself only, because he's also since he's in the precinct, the gangbangers, they want to kill everyone in the precinct, including him. So you think that he's going to try and get this use this as an opportunity to escape, or just at least to stay alive, but you realize that he has a good side to him, and that he is ready to help the police to survive that night. I'm struggling a bit with what I want to do there, but hopefully I'm gonna find it. It's hard to convey fabric and a little bit of folds, but at the same time I have to deal with the camel, so it's a lot of conflictual things. Tricky, but hopefully we can try and get a little bit of all the stuff, both the camel and the lighting. It's too bad, I think. There's this thing here. I'm gonna try and maybe just emphasize the shape of it in with a bit of lighting. And there's this chrome, this weird chrome thing. Only in the 80s you could really get away with such a costume. I don't think that would fly nowadays. It's a bit crazy. He even has the metal there, and also I think he's got some other yeah, he's got those studs there on the outside. Can't really be able to see there though, because we don't see the inside on him. Guess here we could do a couple. Something like that. Then that and that. I think just this, just for just batch. Then we got that. It's probably enough. This one should be different angle. It seems better. Okay. Now what else? This is pretty chrome, so nice to do something pretty bright there. But this is always tricky to do. That's not easy. to copy this over the other direction. Like that. There's more contrast in this camel, but I'm a bit worried that that much contrast is gonna look really difficult to on such a small character. It's gonna be tricky. It's not too bad. A bit closer to the idea. I think that's enough, probably. I wonder if needs more neck. Really quickly. No. This could that's maybe better. A bit darker. That. Getting there, I think. It's getting there. Now let's see. What else could we do? Try and render the skin just a little bit. So just a few things. So this is just the scope. You don't need to put too much there. It's probably alright. And here we need a little belt buckle. Be one here. something like this, just a bit of a shine from the buckle. We'll do the same here. Just some kind of chrome. Okay, with highlight there as well. maybe a little less. Like this. What else? We'll get those. Can do that. Oh no. Close to having everything actually. Let's see. I think we're getting pretty close now. It was kind of fast. This guy wasn't too complicated. I had a good base with Max to start with, but even with that, still went pretty fast. I think it's a good thing. It's nice to have an easy one once in a while. Yeah, I think it seems about right. Contrast is good too. I want it to be too dark because I still want to be able to read a bit of lighting in there. So seems about the right amount of contrast. Has to be this way. Maybe it's better to hide a little bit more this arm there. Makes more sense, I think, if there's a little turn. Just want to try if I turn his head the other way, because his body, like I said often, his body is more turned this way, so it would make sense that the head would be turned that way, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, see. Look, before here to there. See, this is more dynamic because you want the head to be turned the other way. You have a twist this way, and then hips this way. So it's cooler. It looks more cool like this. So we'll do that. Oh, except that now I got an issue because the eye patch is on the wrong side. That's an issue. See if we can fix this. Okay, then you know what? Let me do that. It's fine. But now, of course, this is not this is not the right. What can I do? Because I think it's better to have the eye patch on the size of the head, or this side of the head. It's gonna get confusing otherwise. I want people to see it. It's okay. Those are flipped, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think I like him better this way. Not easy to get a muscle structure at this size, so small. But there's always a way to at least suggest a little bit of it. Oh. Not easy. This can get still a cry. Okay, it's better. This will lighting a bit there. I think that's better. Go on a bit longer. Okay. Okay. And then what else? Oh. He's close now. I think he's really close. Wonder if forgetting anything. So eye patch, stubble, this, zippers, a gun, 2 bracelets, the silly looking boots, pants. He's got something around the arm there. I don't know what this. Oh, it's because the arm, the weapon has a strap. Okay, I see. Should I? Does he have it? Doesn't seem like he has this in the film though. So forget it. I think that's gonna be it. Pretty fast, pretty short stream. Snake Plissken. Even the name is really cool, interesting. Well, I think that's gonna be it. Unless someone sees something that I forgot. But I think essentially, I think we're gonna be done there. Can't really think of anything else that we could do. Seems like that's the guy. Yeah, so let's check one more time size and everything. So 1 more pixel, that's fine. It's a bit tall, but that's okay. It's not too bad. supposed to be the same actor there, by the way, in Macready in The Thing, and I'm gonna have him a third time. Actually, he's gonna. I think he's gonna be the actor that will be the most represented, because also I'm going to make also 3 movies by John Carpenter. Interestingly, with 3 movies with Kurt Russell. The Thing, Escape from New York, and I'll do Big Trouble in Little China. So that's gonna be the 3 of them in the 3 films. Yeah, I think he's all right. I think we can call this done. I'm going to give him the famous shadow in a little blue shadow, and that's it. Maybe this one could be good. There you go. B. Let's see if I should know. B. Oh. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. I don't know. This won't be alright. Okay. There's there more to do there. I think it's alright. We don't need to do anything too fancy there. Maybe we can just adjust simple detail. I think that's it. We're gonna call this one. Let me just quickly adjust the hue of this. It's a bit too red. Same thing here. And okay, sure. I think that's probably good now. Oh. Pretty much. Oh. Yeah, I think he's done. I think we're gonna be done now. More or less finished now. I just question if this those pants, they look a little too green. Maybe we can see adjust that a bit. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna copy them on top. Maybe just turn the hue a little bit, or let me see. Just gonna add just a bit of red in them, just a tiny bit, like that. Yeah, I think that's a bit more neutral. It's probably better. Because it's too warm, but it's too cool. So there's it's probably in between the two. That seems about right, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish on this. Looking one last time. It's a bit of a shame that is mirrored, but kind of too lazy to change the weapon and everything. I don't think that matters much anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. Snake Plissken, Kurt Russell. One more done. go. I think we're good. Looking at the flesh tones, I think overall it's okay. Saturation. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so yeah, that's it. It was a fairly simple one, this guy. It's good. It was fast. And so oh, hold on. What's going on? Actually, it's a bit weird. Not sure what this is. Okay. Can do just a bit of a highlight there. Oh. It's just the leather. Same thing here. Like that. I wonder if here could do that just a little easier. Yeah, I think it's probably better. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it tomorrow, and maybe I'll find a few things that I want to adjust. But for the most part, I think it's pretty much done at this point. So I don't think it'll change drastically now. So yeah, there you go. We're done with this guy. It's one more, and it was a bit faster, so it's good. And on Wednesday I'll be back, and I'll make something else. We'll see. Try to make a character that has a bit of color next time, because recently it's been all gray and black, so I think we need some something a little more colorful for next time. So we'll try to find something fun. Okay. Thank you for being here. I hope you liked this character. I recommend seeing the film. It's if you haven't seen it, Escape from New York from John Carpenter, 1981. It's a really fun film. It's kind of a strange one, actually. It has a very different original vibe to it. So it's definitely worth watching. Okay, so I'll see you guys back on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Pacific time, same thing, and we'll do something else. In the meantime, have a good day or night, And thank you again for being here. Thanks. Bye.